Hey guys, okay, just want to make a quick video here replacing the ignition coil on one of these Echo SRM 225s. Basically I was just having some issues, misfiring, wouldn't start that well. I got to the point where I'd had really low power when I was just doing, just normal grass, weed whacking, that type of thing. So I would say low power is probably a really good indicator that your ignition coil is starting to go. Obviously you want to check the basics first: fuel filter, air filter. If they're plugged up, that is likely your first thing you should be cleaning. But the next thing would be the ignition coil. And then to confirm it is the ignition coil, you can just pull the plug and see if you're actually getting any spark. If it's totally dead, you won't get a spark. If it's an intermittent issue, you may still get a spark, but it won't be enough to stop the machine, but you're still gonna have that low power issue, whatever. So anyway, there's the new ignition coil there. Just got this one on Amazon. It's not one of the Echo ones, but it'll do the trick. So you just gotta take this cover off. It's super easy. There's one bolt right here, and it's what is it here? T27 Torx head. And there is one little wire holder right here. There's a bolt right here, goes in here. I put the bolts back in so I didn't lose them because it was a while since I took this apart while I was waiting for the part. So just pop this cover off. And then we're gonna pull the spark plug. I already have it loose. And we'll put it back on here. And then we'll turn it on and we'll give it a few pulls, and there may not be a spark here. We may see one, we may not, because it's cooled down since I tried it last. And you can see there's no spark. There should be a little spark jumping between there. So we'll replace that. It's pretty easy to do. So there's just one wire, this kill switch wire going to it. You can just disconnect that. And sometimes these wires right here are tied up on a little tab. The tab just pulls out of the way and then these wires will come free. And we'll just take this out. Oh, and this is not a T27, sorry. It's a T25. You can use power tools to take screws and bolts out, but I'm going to put them in with a hand wrench just so we don't strip them. So there's the old one there. We'll reuse this spark plug because it's in pretty good shape. And then we'll place the new coil in there. I'm just gonna screw them in with this, but I'm not gonna tighten it down. So you want to leave them just a little bit loose so you can move it around a bit. So right about there. And then you can take a business card. I don't have a business card, but it's this gum wrapper. It's about the same thickness as a business card, maybe a little bit thinner. Rotate it till you see the magnets on the flywheel there. And then you're going to slip this in so it goes between the flywheel magnets and the magnets on the coil. And then just push it down a little bit. We're going to tighten these up so it can't move. Not crazy tight because you're going into a casting. Pull the card out. Hopefully, yeah, there. And then make sure this rotates without hitting, which it does. And then we should see a spark here. You don't need to connect this because it's the kill wire, but where's the spark plug? You can see there's a spark there now. So that's a good indication that it was the coil. It may be a wiring issue, so I maybe should connect the kill switch and just make sure that's not it. But I already checked it by pulling the kill switch off. My switch is on, should still see the spark. There it is. So we're good to go. We'll put the spark plug back in. That's pretty much the end of the video. I'll keep it going just so you can see me put it back together. But yeah, that's all there is to it.